Grande in the longboat through the English Channel to the castle moat, yeah, a Meeple Grande. Better watch out when they come a-raiding along the shoreline. Gonna have no place but to throw and shout. Drew and Laura, marital quarrel, playing the border games, Meeple Grande. Drew and Laura, playing the border, marital quarreling, Meeple Grande. 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 Drew and Laura playing border games, marital quarreling all through the night, yeah. Drew and Laura, Meeple Grande. No small meeples in the Meeple Grande crew. Yeah, yeah. It's Meeple Grande. It's Meeple Grande.
Happy President's Day.
You can't even see me.
Well, that's because you out the way.
I'm just a head on the screen.
I'm just a head. Oh, my computer's right there too.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff on the table.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, today's our special Grande gift guide for Meeple merchants. This is our first time doing this.
Yep.
We've done gift stuff before, but it was, all month long.
Yeah.
But this is our first full list of stuff. Most of the games on this list we have played. Some of them we have watched played.
Yeah.
Some of them we want to play.
Some of them they have talked us into trying to buy so we can play because we some of them have spoilers.
Yeah, some of them's got the spoilers on them.
I wish I would have known that they were doing it once a week for the initiative because we probably would have got in on that.
Yeah, that would have been fun to do. Maybe next time.
Yep.
But if you're ever in the area, you might want to head over to Meeple Merchants over on Calhoun Memorial Highway. Check them out. They're underneath Two Brothers Pizza.
Yep, Two Bros.
Two Bros Pizza.
They have delicious food, and they will bring it down to you.
They do. You can play your games and order food, and they will bring it right down to you inside the store at your table. It's crazy awesome. So check them out at 5823 Calhoun Memorial Highway, Suite 1C.
Here in Ely. Drew, I'm checking out your boxes. How are you, Misty?
I'm still feeling a little sick, so if I'm gonna start coughing and stuff,
that's why I had to write notes because he starts coughing. I'm kicking him out of stream, and then I have to do it all by myself.
I'll try to mute myself if I feel like it's coming. Try to.
We're doing good though. I'm definitely feeling better. Besides the slight sore throat, I'm a lot better than I was.
Yeah, I still have that, cough.
I decided, I was just going to throw up for a few days, and then I was better. I just got it all out at once.
Well, it's that time of year, people
Everybody's
get sick. Everyone's got something. But we've got board games, if anything.
Yeah, you don't have to leave the house to play board games.
Yeah, we could just sit here and play games all day.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start our holiday gift list. So there is still time to get to the store and get some stuff, and it's not just board games.
Everybody's shopping last minute this year.
Yeah. They've got board games, of course. They've got accessories. They've got card sleeves.
Jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry.
I have not bought a piece of jewelry from there yet.
I'm surprised.
I know, because they have everything I want.
Surprised. They do. They have some really awesome jewelry, and they have hats. They have these
steampunk.
They have artwork as well, which is something you don't usually see at a board game store. But but it's all people. Local artists. So it's all cool stuff.
See, if I can learn a craft, maybe I can sell some of my stuff in the store.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Maybe I should learn how to crochet dragon eggs.
Crochet them dragons.
No, not dragons, just the eggs. That's gotta be simple. That's a circle.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and start our list.
Oh boy.
We're gonna talk briefly about some of them. Some of them we're just going to list.
Yeah.
Some of them we have on the table here, so we're gonna show those really quick.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of them we do have. They're just back here on the shelves.
We figured we'd take one from each category that we're doing.
Yeah, some of our favorite stuffs.
Yeah.
But
look, the stack of packages is taller than me.
I know.
Why am I so short?
Don't know. Let's go ahead and start with a category that we don't tend to really get many games played in because it's just the two of us.
Yeah, because of the player count. Unless we play them online, which is fine.
But we do play party games at Meeple Merchants.
Yeah.
In stores, so that's something. Let's go ahead.
Kindle.
Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. There we go.
No, there we go.
Party games. All right, so these are in no particular order. They're just in an order of 1 to 5. 1 not being the best or whatever. It's just 5.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
These are going to be higher player count games. Most of them you can play in large groups.
Yeah. Some of them you can play through Discord.
Yeah.
Or some other...
There's a lot of online resources. Right. These were things that we were able to play during the pandemic times because we could play them online.
Yeah. So let's talk about the first one, Take 5. Take a number. I have not played this many times myself, but you have.
So most people know it as 6 Nymph. That's the German version. That's what's on Board Game Arena. But here in America, we play Take 5 because that's what it's called here.
Yeah.
And Meeple Merchants has a Take 5 and Take a Number combo, which I've never played Take a Number, but you use the same deck to play it.
All right. So 2 games in 1 then.
Yep. I kind of want to pick that one up actually, because I like that game.
So okay, if you're into card games with numbers and some sort of strategy to it, right?
Yeah, you have a handful of cards and you want to not be the last person to put the 5th card down because then you're going to take the entire row and then you're going to get points. And
hence Take 5.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the negatives, but it's very easy to. So at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins the game.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. It's a pretty quick game, so you can play multiple times.
With 2 to 10 players. Not bad.
Yeah, you can definitely play with a lot of people.
All right. Second on our list is Just One. This is one of those games that I have watched played and played along with on stream.
Yes.
I
like Just One.
Just One is one of those games where one person gets a clue and the other people at the table have to write a have to write a word.
Everybody gets a word except for one person. One person is in the dark. Why did my computer go dark? One person is in the dark, technically, because you don't know what the word is. Everybody else at the table can see that word, and you have to write down clue words to get the person to guess that word. If your clue is too similar or the exact same word, those clues are canceled out, and sometimes people can get stuck with a really crappy word to try to guess.
So a bit of strategy to that one because you don't want to be too vague and you don't want to be too obvious.
Yes.
Either because your clues are going to be canceled out and the person guessing is not going to see those clues. So they might end up with just one clue to guess off of.
Hello, Time Roller. And Bones, I'm sorry, Hydrate did not work for Puppy. Maybe he had too much water. We can't walk him during stream.
He's not thirsty. Yeah, so Just One. Simple game to play, fun. I like those. That game specifically.
So it's weird that I typically don't like party games, but every one on this list I actually like.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So number 3 on the list is Concept.
I am not good at Concept. That game gives me anxiety. But they do have a children's version. So maybe I should try that one.
Do the children's version, yeah.
Yeah.
So concept is pretty much the same. You get a clue, and you have to use icons to hint at the guesser at what the clue is.
So, for example, if your word is milk, you might want to put a clue token on white and food and drink.
Yeah. It's got what? Colors, shapes, arrows,
directions like up, down, left, right.
A whole bunch of different icons that you can use to help the guesser guess what the clue is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's concept. Codenames is a game that is fourth on the list. And
I've definitely played a lot of it.
Yeah, and we've played quite a bit of Codenames, and I think Codenames is the one that I would probably not worry about playing a lot.
Why?
Because I'm really bad at it.
Oh. Well, they have Codename Disney. And
know.
They have Simpsons and Harry Potter and all those you're not good at.
I'm not good at anything code words. But that doesn't mean that no one else is... Yeah, everyone else is going to be bad.
So what I like about Codenames, not specifically the original Codenames, but Codename Disney, is if you have little kids or like older family members who may not know what the words are or like what characters are from the movie, the Disney one has photos. So you can be like, oh, fish 2 to match Nemo and Dory.
Yeah.
But original Codenames, there's words, and you have to try to get your teammates to guess what you're pointing at.
Yeah, so everyone has a grid in front of them, and the captain of the team has to point you towards the clue cards that are the color of your team.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is an assassin on that grid that you don't want to guess.
Yes.
That, because you will lose the game immediately.
Bone says just one is one of my favorites, followed by Codenames. I have concept, but can get people to play it.
Yeah, I'm not too great at concept either.
That is not what I'm good at. Out of all these games, I am not good at concept.
Yeah, but Codenames, it's a good game.
It was a good game that we were able to play during the pandemic with people online.
Yeah. Next on the list is probably one of my favorite games on the party game list that we have.
Yeah.
And we happen to have the special dark edition of it right here.
That you cannot get at Meeple Merchants unless you ask nicely, because they can probably order it for you.
Oh yeah,
they have the original.
They can totally order it for you, but they do have the original, which is pretty much the same.
Yes.
All right.
If you enjoy just one, you probably will enjoy Blink Slate. Oh yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. But this one is
Dark Monsters.
About monsters. You get to play as a monster. This one's got Gigazor, Kraken, Mecha Dragon, Alienoid, the King, and Cyber Bunny.
Yeah.
So you're fighting over domination of Tokyo.
Yep.
So everyone's going to be rolling dice, sort of like a Yahtzee type deal. You're going to roll 3 times. You don't have to roll 3 times, but you're going to get to keep the faces of the dice that you want.
I can't believe we still have this in shrink wrap with the price tag on it from Virginia.
We do. I
just noticed that.
Yeah.
I really want to unwrap this one.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll dice. You're gonna get points for staying in Tokyo, and you're gonna get money to spend on cards that are gonna make your monster more powerful.
Energy.
Energy.
Yep.
And
you need to be the last one standing, or the first 220 points.
Yeah. So there's multiple ways to win this one.
Yeah.
Either you smack everybody around and you're the last one standing, or like you said, 20 points wins it.
Pretty sure it's 20, because now I'm second guessing myself.
I think it's 20. But it's either points or you're the last one standing.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is
it's a fun
my favorite
family
one. Yeah.
game. You can beat up your family.
Oh, totally fun. If you've got kids that
like
monsters and pretending to beat you up, that one's for you. Like I said, the Dark Edition is the same as the original. So if you can't find a Dark Edition, just get the original. You're fine. And there are other monster packs that you can get as well.
There's Cthulhu. We have him.
Yeah, there's Cthulhu somewhere.
He's hiding.
I believe there's some themed holiday ones. There's a Halloween one, I believe.
Yeah.
Some other stuff.
But, I know, you're making me sniffle. I've been doing good all day.
I'm trying. My throat is killing me. But yeah, those are the party games. The 5 party games that we suggest you try. They're all good for families.
Mm-hmm. And for people that aren't necessarily into gaming, it's all of those are simple enough to sit at the table and teach somebody that doesn't necessarily game on a regular basis.
Yep. Super cool. Especially this one. Favorites.
Board games are good too.
Yeah.
Board games.
All right. Moving on to our favorite.
No.
We've got 2-player games.
This is what we stuck with.
This is what we're mostly stuck with on the channel.
But that's fine.
Yeah, but
because I like most of these games.
Yeah, 2-player games. A lot of games are 2-player compatible, even though they're for more players.
Yeah.
So.
But these are strictly 2 players.
Yeah, the ones on our list are strictly for 2 players. And start off, we're going for 7 Wonders Duel, which is what we have right here.
I'm just going to start making a pile. Boop.
So there's a whole bunch of different 7 Wonders games out there. There's a new Architect and stuff.
I
which
really
is
like that one.
Also,
at our local game store.
At our local game store, yeah. Get that there too.
But you can also play with 2 players. But this one is strictly 2 players.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh no, I messed everything up.
You do
I was going to show the back.
No, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, in 7 Wonders Duel, you're drafting cards to complete your wonders before the other person, or you want to beat them with your military power, or you want to get all your science symbols.
Yeah.
Before the other person. Hi, Anne.
Hello, Anne. Yeah, so this is one of those games that we don't get to play enough. Building your wonders is going to get you extra stuff. And it's gonna help you advance in the game as well. I gotta go. You continue.
He's dying. It's fine. I gotta continue by myself?
Yeah.
Oh no. Alright. You got the end of Oh, that's fine. Alright, so yeah. With 7 Wonders Duel, you are drafting cards to complete your wonders before the other person. When you draft cards, you're gonna get things like wood or clay or military, and those points will help you win. Since he wants to go in there and chop his head off. Oh gosh, he has messed up my entire game. I'm gonna murder him when he gets back. So, like, these are some of the examples. You can get brick, and you're gonna put these in a pyramid. You could also get points. So you're gonna put these like this, but sometimes you're gonna have a card that is covered up, and to get this card, you're gonna have to uncover both of them for them to flip over. But there's 3 rounds of that game. Oh man, this is so bad. This is what I get for putting stuff on the shelf and not paying attention, because these cards are all over the place in my box. Alright, what else do we have? So next for 2-player games, we have Dice Throne, which I call Battle Yahtzee. because just like King of Tokyo, you're going to be rolling dice to do certain things to other people. If you've watched the channel, you can see that we have all of the Dice Throne games because of Meeple Merchants, except for season 2. But we have all of the first season. We have, oh gosh, where are my games at? Oh, they're behind me. We have all the first season. We have all the Marvel, and we have the Krampus and Santa version. Let me try to get this off the list. Yeah. So, we too got this at Meeple Merchants because they got the Kickstarter version stuff. We just got the simple one without the miniatures, but it's just as good. In this one, you play as Santa and Krampus, or Santa versus Krampus, and you get to do different abilities and roll dice and play cards to take your opponent down. So I was good, and I was Santa last game, and apparently Krampus is better than Santa, because I lost. How's this going to hurt my shelf? Oh, I take that back. We do not have all of Marvel Dice Throne. We need the second 2-player pack.
Yeah, we're missing one.
But, alright, so I went through Seven Wonders Duel, and I saw how bad the box was on the inside, and then I went to Dice Thrones.
Alright.
So, we're on Unmatched.
Yep, Unmatched is... it's one of those games where you can get sets of different characters, and you're going to battle each other.
Yeah.
It's
an area-controlled miniature fighting game.
Yeah, so they have a whole bunch of different ones. There's 4 packs, there's 2 packs of characters.
We only have one set of that. Even though we do like the game, we only do have the one set.
Yeah.
Which is really good. I like it.
Yeah. Every character has their own set of cards. So you're going to be playing cards during your turn, moving around the board, and smacking each other around until someone loses all their health.
Yeah, you can play that with more than 2 players, but typically a box comes with 2 people inside.
Yeah.
Japur is next. So, Bone says he likes Japur. I do too. You trade and sell goods to become the best merchant. It's really simple. There's big chunky tokens.
Chunky tokens? That's the one we played with the camels?
Yes. There's camels.
Yeah, there's camels in this.
Wait, Japur doesn't have tokens, does it?
No.
It's just cards.
Yeah, it's just cards.
I don't know. I'm thinking about tokens.
Don't know.
That's not that game. Don't listen to me.
This one has camels. Basically, you're collecting stuff from an array on the table, and you're trying to collect a certain amount. Help me out here, because I've only played it one time.
You play your cards that you've collected to be able to get the tiles that are worth.
They're tokens.
Points. They are tokens. See, they are chonky.
But I mean, they're not chonky tokens. They're like chips.
Yeah. So, like, if you get the most of, rubies, you get like 5 points. And then if you turn in more cards, you're going to get less points, but you're still getting points.
So you have to turn in up to 3 cards.
Yes.
Right, to get a token. Yeah.
And the camel cards are really cool because you can get more than 1 card at one time. Japur has gold tokens. Yeah. See, I was like, maybe I'm thinking of a different game, but I know I've played it a million times, and I get lost.
Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, you've only played it once.
Yeah.
I think.
I did. I played it one time and I won. And that's the only time I'm gonna play it because that's the only time I'm gonna win.
No, I like that game.
Yeah, I would totally play it again. The theme for me is fine. I don't mind it. I like the gameplay to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a person that goes for a theme, this one doesn't really shine through that much. But
this is like, what's that game I really like, but I hate the game?
Splendor?
Nope, not that one. Where's it at? I know we have it somewhere. Century. So I hate the dry theme of Century, but you give me Century Golem, and I like it. Yeah. So how about we make Jaipur Golem?
I don't know about that.
I want to collect Golem peoples.
But yeah, Jaipur, another card game where you're collecting sets. You're selling the sets for tokens.
Yep.
Person with the most valuable tokens at the end of the game wins.
Yep.
Easy.
Next on the list is Onitama.
Onitama is a game that I have not played.
I've only played it once, and I'm not that great at it, but it is a very abstract strategy game that is like chess. So every time you play, there's different goal cards that you can work with to be able to move in different ways. I want to say there's an expansion, but I don't know if it's technically an expansion. But they do have it at the game store that you can demo or that you can buy.
Yeah. Another thing we need to mention is the fact that you can go in there and look for a game, and if they have it on the demo shelf,
yeah,
you can demo it,
mm-hmm.
And they will teach you how to play it.
Yeah.
So that's another cool thing about local game stores.
Yeah, like Bone says, it's a great game, but it's very thinky. Another person can run away with the game really quickly.
I think that's what puts me off to playing it because I don't want to.
Because you're like the scarecrow. Don't have a brain.
I don't have a brain.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the punchy, moving dice games.
Like King of Tokyo.
Like King of Tokyo, yeah. But if you're into that strategy type deal, then that's a perfect game for you.
They have a lot of games that we do not have on this 2-player list that are thinky strategy puzzly games. So that's your thing. Definitely go and check them out.
Onitama.
It's really pretty. I think if you played it, you would like it, but I don't know if you would play it all the time.
Yeah. I used to be a big chess player, actually. Not something that everybody knows, but I used to play chess quite a bit, and I was a dork, geek, whatever you want to call it.
Was?
Yeah, was. I'm not much.
Yeah, okay. We only have 1 million board games.
Yeah.
Like Monopoly.
No.
Oh, no.
We actually have Monopoly.
We do.
But it's Star Wars Monopoly, so how?
It's like old school
So Monopoly. It's not really Monopoly, it's Star Wars Monopoly.
Alright, let's get to the next list.
Yeah, so the next list is for a very popular comic book themed game that games
everybody loves nowadays.
Yeah, so there's been a huge explosion of these games that have come out, and I'm not complaining about it. I'm
not going to complain about it because now I'm actually into superheroes a little more because of the board games. Have I sat down and watched all the movies? No. But have I played a lot of the board games? Yes.
You don't need to watch the movies. You got the board games to make your own stories. But if you haven't guessed by now, we're going for the Marvel games.
So this is a list for Marvel lovers in your life.
So yeah, if you know someone that enjoys the Marvel universe, then there's plenty of games to pick up.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So the first on our list is Marvel Dice Throne, like we were talking about earlier. We do have almost all of Marvel Dice Throne. We just need another of the 2-pack.
We need Black Panther and Captain Marvel.
Yes. But I love Dice Throne. And when I saw Marvel Dice Throne come out, I was like, I don't know if we should get it. And then I started getting into superheroes, and then we had to get it. Because of Meeple merchants. They were like, oh, guess what we got in? You like Dice Throne? About superheroes.
Superheroes. And
so again, it's Battle Yahtzee with a Marvel skin.
Yeah, and you can play this one versus all, or you can play in teams.
Yeah, which we have not done yet.
No, we have not. There's a lot of cards and a lot of abilities on these characters that will help your teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one thing we haven't done, like you said, is played on teams. But I enjoy playing one versus one.
So this is a game that both of our kids actually will ask to play.
Yeah.
Which is very odd to hear them ask to play board games. So whenever they're like, I want to play a game, it's normally Dice Throne.
Yeah. It's just because it's got that Marvel theme to it. I think they're comfortable with the characters because, I mean, they've seen the characters in cartoons and movies and everything.
Yeah, when we got the Doctor Strange and Black Widow set, I mean, I didn't even get to play it when we first bought it because Anthony wanted to sit in the game store and play it. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to say no, it's fine. Just play.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dice Throne Marvel. It plays like the other ones. Every character has their own sort of unique way of playing. Mm-hmm. So that's what makes these games good. It's like you get one character, you play him, and then you get another character, and it plays a totally different way. So
you have a different gameplay every time you play.
Yeah, so you're learning a new type of way to play every single character you play as, which is great. Next on the list is Marvel United, which is one of those games.
I wish we would have backed more.
I wish we would have backed. Because...
now I like superheroes.
Because now you like superheroes. And now... this game has so many expansions.
They have everything for it.
So many expansions, so many characters.
So I even played that when I wasn't into the big Marvel hype that was going on. And I was like, oh, this is cool because you use cards and, you beat up baddies. Cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of people get this game and paint the miniatures, which I wish I could paint because we have so many games with miniatures. I need to sit down and learn how to paint one day.
Yeah, so this game plays pretty much co-op.
Yep.
And there's locations that your characters can go to where there's going to be baddies and civilians that you have to rescue. Mm-hmm. And you're doing all of this in order to defeat the main villain. And I believe there's 3 in this box. And I believe every other expansion has a couple of more villains in it. Mm-hmm. This one comes with Red Skull, Ultron, and Taskmaster.
Yeah.
So you have to work with your teammates because playing cards on your turn is going to help your partner on their turn.
Yeah.
So that's where some of the strategy comes in. Mm-hmm. As far as this.
Very co-op-y.
Very co-op-y, and it comes with these mini figures, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Super detailed figures. If you like painting, this is something else you can do with is paint the figures. Mm-hmm. And it's very easy to learn. It's not as difficult as it looks back here with all these pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite games to play. We just don't get to play it a lot because we win all the time.
This is another game that Anthony will ask to play. He really enjoys those.
Yeah. So the difficulty on this one is, like I said, we've won quite a lot, but we've played it enough to where we know what needs to be done.
We've lost a lot too.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely a cool game if you're a Marvel fan.
I like the little chonky faces.
Chonky faces, they're cute.
Yeah.
They've got cute little faces.
How can you fight that redhead dude?
Him?
Yeah, he's so nice.
He's not.
Yeah,
he's really bad. He's bad.
No! I like him.
Right, so next on the list is Marvel Villainous.
So this is one I can say that I have not played, but I love the Villainous universe. We have Star Wars Villainous and all of the expansions. You can't see behind me, but over here we have all of the Villainous expansions.
So many Villainous.
Yes. So I really enjoy it. Again, at the time I was not into superheroes, so we did not commit to Marvel Villainous, but it plays like how the other Villainous games play. The only difference is that you have a shared fate deck.
Yeah.
instead of individual fate decks. But
yeah, it's got eventies that you got to deal with.
Yeah, you choose who you want to be, and then you fight.
Yeah, pretty much. You're fighting to see who the best villain is.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I mean, they're all of the villainous series are like that.
Yeah.
And they have so many that are out now. As Star Wars has a villainous as well, which I absolutely love because
I know
it's got
that
Vader.
You really want Marvel villainous because they have the expansion with Venom in it.
Yes, I absolutely love Venom. So I am definitely a Marvel fanboy. I do like DC as well, and DC doesn't have that many games out, so that's why I think we chose to go with Marvel games.
Yeah, that's very true.
There are DC games out there,
and there are DC games at our local game store.
Yeah,
if that's your thing, and not Marvel. But
yeah,
since there was so much Marvel stuff, we decided to go with Marvel.
That's a why.
Yeah.
Also, on next on our list is Marvel Splendor. Now, if you've played the original Splendor...
No, you forgot one. Marvel Champions.
No, Splendor is the number 4.
Oh, it's different on my list.
Oh, well, you wrote it.
Is the villainous? Vampire. Yes.
It's Marvel. This is what I said. I said it's Marvel.
Marvel. It's marvelous.
So... Yeah, you can't make me laugh, otherwise I'll have to take another 10-minute break.
Marvel Splendor. So it's like the original Splendor.
Better. It's better. I love the Marvel Splendor version.
You're marvelous.
Yeah. It's essentially the same game.
It is. It's just a different skin.
It looks so much better.
But I enjoy it more. And again, it's one of the games that the kids will play.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. So... like I said, it's like the original Splendor, but you're racing to collect all the Infinity Stones.
Did I mention that it looks so much better than the original?
You know, like chunky old people?
No.
And the original?
This one's got so many heroes. And they're all different.
I know.
Every single card is a different hero.
So we were gifted this game, actually.
Yeah.
And we really enjoy it still.
It's absolutely fantastic, especially if you're a Marvel fan. It's got so many cards in there.
And that's another thing that when I started playing it, I'm like, oh, who's this? Why does this person have like such a weird superhero name? This is like a nobody person. But it was fun to go back and look them up.
There's Marvel heroes in there that probably never heard of.
No.
But now you know them.
Yeah. Because of board games.
The board games. All right.
Marvel Champions.
Marvel Champions. Now, this is a game that we do have.
Behind your head.
It's behind me. We do have it.
Somebody hasn't taught it to me yet.
I have not taught it to you yet.
No.
But it's the same theme. It's Marvel, and you're fighting the bad guy.
Co-op.
It's 100% co-op.
Hand management. Helping your friends beat the bad guys?
Yeah, it's everyone is helping each other to beat the bad guy. Everyone has their own deck, and you do build your own deck.
Okay.
From a variety of different cards.
It's a living card game, correct?
Yeah, kind of. So each hero has their own cards, and then there's other basic cards of a different set that you can add to your deck.
Okay.
Sometimes it works well with your hero. Sometimes it helps, your partner out. But you're trying to thwart the villain before they complete their evil scheme, evil master plan.
Yeah.
And during the game, you're flipping between your hero side and your alter ego side, depending on what you want to do during your next turn. So it's got a bit of strategy to it. It's almost in the same realm as Marvel United because of having the cards.
But it's more deck building than Marvel United for sure.
Well, I wouldn't call it deck building. You build your deck from the cards that you have. Yeah. buy cards or anything like that.
That's true.
Um,
My ego has forever been altered.
But
so our local game store does have Marvel Champions, which is why it's on the list, and they do have the expansion and some of the little mini packs.
Yeah, so that game comes with
deck construction. Thank you, Time Roller.
Yes, so the game comes with a preset heroes, and then there are decks that you can buy.
I want Spider Ham.
Yeah, there is Spider Ham. There are decks that you can buy to play as a different hero.
So when he finally teaches me the game, I want to be Spider Ham.
Yeah, you can be if you want to.
I want to be Little Pig.
Yeah, and they also have these themed expansions, like you said. I believe there's Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's one where you fight in the Spider-Verse as Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
That's not her name.
Spider-Person.
Spider-Girl.
No, not Spider-Girl.
Spider-Lady.
I feel like that's a person, too.
No, it's... Oh, why can't I not remember her name?
I don't know.
She's specifically called something in the Marvel universe, and I'm totally failing right now, and everyone's gonna hate me.
Tamaro says they're playing Caverna and asks, was it Missy that taught the game? No, I don't know how to play that game.
No.
I did not miss to teach Caverna.
That's why it did not make our list. Because we don't know. Alright, so those are the 5 Marvel-loving games that we feel like you should pick up if you're ever at the Meeple Merchant store.
Yay! And now we're gonna go to co-op.
Co-op, yes. I think this is one of my favorite types of games. I love playing co-op games.
I love being your face.
I
enjoy co-op sometimes.
Yes, you do. Alright, co-op games.
Work with friends.
Playing with friends, being nice to each other. High fives, handshakes.
Yelling at each other that they did something wrong.
And cupcakes.
No.
Yes.
I've never gotten cupcakes.
I don't know.
And you have to share that.
Board game co-op is where you own part of the game with other people? No.
I like that.
No.
These co-op games, I haven't heard of any of them.
Alright, first on the list is Paleo, which is a co-op survival game where you're building your crew of cave people.
I would say tribe.
Your tribe.
Yep.
And you're trying to keep them alive by working together.
To eat and survive and evolve.
So it does follow a story, sort of, as far as chapters and sort of things. And each has an objective and goal that you need to meet to win for that chapter.
That is not what you do, Time Roller.
So there's a deck of cards that has some good stuff and some bad stuff.
Yeah.
And depending on what the back of the card is, you're going to decide whether you want to play that card or not. And you and your other players are going to hold out that card with the back facing up, and then flip them over at the same time to see what everyone's doing. So you can scavenge for food or wood or other stuff. And sometimes these cards have bad things on the other side. Yeah. Terrible. Even though it has
a pretty tree.
You
get poisoned by berries.
Yeah, poison berries. But yeah, it's one of those games where you never know what's going to happen. And you can plan ahead, but a lot of times it doesn't go the way you want it to.
No, because you can have 1,000,000 warriors and then a baby mammoth come out.
Yeah. So you build your tribe, you build weapons, you build tools to help you survive and try to last till the morning.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the game, even though for me it's super difficult because
I don't cooperate.
You don't cooperate.
Nope. We're never going to win this game because I don't cooperate. But it's a good game. It's
a really great game. If you like survival co-op type deals with a bit of a story to it.
And prehistoric time theme.
Yeah, it's got that prehistoric theme going, which is cool because you have to paint a mammoth mural to win the game, and that's.
I like that.
It's pretty cool. I love it. So yeah, that's Paleo, 2 to 4 players.
Yep.
Unless someone dies, and then it's 2 to whatever.
I do still have the pointing sticks.
Yes. All right. Next on the list is Stuffed Fables. Now, this is a game that I've been wanting to play since I've seen it.
Yep.
You know more about it than I do.
I know a little bit about it. This is one we have not played, unfortunately, but it is a adventure co-op game where you live the life of a child's stuffed toys, and you're saving your child from the monsters under the bed.
There you go.
Isn't that adorable?
It's super adorable.
You're a little stuffed animal, and you're trying to protect your human.
Yeah. So
now in the story, it is a her that you're protecting. But I mean, it could be gender neutral. You're saving them.
It could be whatever. So yeah, it's a great game for kids if you like to incorporate some story into it. It could lead into a D&D for kids.
Yeah, I would think so. In a way.
Yeah. But we can't say much about it because there are spoilers to it.
Yes.
So. Protect your human. Yep.
Protect your human.
All right, so that's Stuffed Fables, which the game store does have currently.
Yep.
They have that.
It would be great if you want to get something for like a family game night.
Yeah.
And it's great for all ages because you can't help your kids play it.
Yeah, and everyone can sit around the table and just, enjoy the story together. And
very cute.
Super cute. Third on the list is Obscurio.
Yep.
Now, this one's a game that
not good at.
I am not good at either. For many reasons.
What? No, I am not one of those reasons.
This is one of those games where it's got that haunted ghost theme where you have to...
You're escaping a cursed library in this one.
Yeah. And you have to sort of figure out what door to go to based on the clues that you were given.
Yep.
There's some ways that you can be helped by power-ups, I guess, or some. There's an arrow, and there's other things that can hurt.
Oh,
what you're looking
where
at.
You put the red thing over top. That one sucks.
the red filter.
I don't like that one.
Which sucks. But yeah, so everyone's picking a door to go to based on the clues that are given.
Yeah.
Each door has an image. And so the clue giver is trying to get you to go to the right door by giving you clues in this book. And it's got like a magnetic sort of thing where you throw your image down and try to just show everybody.
Yeah, computer style.
It's a lot better than the way I explained it.
Yes.
But
you're working together again because it's a co-op game to escape this library.
Yeah.
And all the evils inside.
All the evils. But yeah, it's a fun.
If you like games like Mysterium or Mysterium Park, those abstract sort of games, even digs it. It's a great game.
It's a fun deduction game.
Yeah.
Where clues come from abstract artwork. Which for me, it just
not a game for you.
It breaks me.
Not a you game. That's a me game for sure.
Yeah.
So next on the list is Hogwarts Battle.
We actually have.
We have parts of it.
We have the 2-player version.
Yes.
Of this one where you're sparring together to train for this Hogwarts battle.
Yeah. But in Hogwarts Battle, you were working together to beat the baddies.
So you're playing as the students in the story. You're playing through the years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a deck builder where you use your power to gain better cards.
Yeah.
And you're fighting the villains from that year. So you're basically going through the story.
Yep.
Together with your partner. And I don't know how many years that has.
I don't know why you're talking about this game. He is not a Harry Potter fan.
I am not a Harry Potter fan, but I do like.
But you like deck building.
I like deck building
yes.
and co-op battling baddies.
I think you would like it if we actually end up getting it, because, like you said, you like deck building.
Yeah, to me the theme is fine. If it was Harry Potter or dinosaurs or crazy mechs in space.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's a fun deck building co-op game.
And it's another great family game.
Yes.
So if your kids like reading the books or have watched the movies or just interested in magic at all, it's a great game.
No, theme isn't a...
Theme is... No. It's a great game. So next on the list is Arkham Horror, which I have on
one
here.
of my favorite games ever.
No.
This is by far my
Hey, don't you mess up my rapping over here.
Sorry. This is by far my favorite co-op game ever. I absolutely love it, even though we haven't won a single game.
This is your favorite co-op ever?
Why? Is there another one you think I
mean, this is the list for Meeple Marches. I do not think this is your favorite co-op, though.
I mean, I would play this all the time if I could. I love Arkham Horror. I love everything Arkham.
I like Arkham Horror, but I don't think this is your favorite co-op.
I mean,
maybe on this list.
Maybe on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you like Cthulhu-themed mythos, this is a really, really difficult game to win. But if you can manage to get a win, you feel accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a...
I don't know what that's like.
There's a whole bunch of different elder gods in this one.
Yep. I never noticed that the game is a board game of arcane, mystery, and supernatural terror. Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Fantasy Flight has a few versions of this game. I believe this is the...
There's like 1 million expansions as well.
There's 1 million expansions, which the game store has a few, I believe.
Yes.
The game store also has Arkham Horror, the card game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Which is almost the same, except you're playing with cards instead of...
miniatures and things.
Yeah, minis and boards and stuff.
Yeah. We have a lot of different Arkham Horror stuff, but we specifically put this one on the list because it is co-op and our game store does have it. And lots of expansions.
So yeah, you're running around the board, you're fighting cultists and stuff, and at the end of every round you're turning over a card where you're staying at.
Mm-hmm.
And events happen, stuff happens, and you're trying to close some gates and just defeat the Elder God. And the story progresses as you go.
Yep.
So if you like...
Our friend Lem says, I heard a complete Arkham Horror card game costs around 2,300 euro. Whew. I mean, there are a lot of expansions. So...
There are so many.
So I would probably say yes.
Yeah.
If not more.
But pick the ones that you think you would like more.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have to give them a specific order unless you're a completionist.
Yeah. There's no order, like you said. It's just different stories with different antagonists and horrible things like these, whatever these are, worms of death.
I hope it was 1,300, but we are not in Deloitte. Aw. It's okay.
Yeah. Lovecraft is awesome.
Yeah.
The stories, not the person.
Not him.
Yeah, the stories. Stories. So yeah, those are 5 co-op games that you can get at Meeple Merchants.
Yep.
If you need any
Thank you.
If you need any more information, just ask at the store. Whoa!
What was that? That's not raid sound.
I can't do raid sounds. If I do raid sounds, I'll start coughing.
Oh god, not again.
Yeah. And I'll have to leave you again.
No, you can't leave me in the middle of this. Alright, so let's start on our next one.
Yeah. So, the next one we're going to is puzzle games.
Yes.
Not my thing, but I do like the puzzle games that are on this list.
Yep.
So let's check that out. Puzzle games.
That was a short stream touch. Oh. Alright. So first on our list is Patchwork.
Yep. Patchwork is one of those games that I enjoy too.
They have a lot of different themes.
Yep.
There's Christmas. There's Halloween.
Christmas, Halloween, and
Americana.
Yeah.
Oh man, why am I drawing a blank? There's the original. But they're all the same.
They're all the same, and they're also 2-player games.
Yes. Strictly 2-player.
Yeah. So in this one, you're choosing these polyomino shapes.
Yep.
To put onto your quilt, and you're gonna get buttons for
to
putting.
Buy more.
Yeah. You're gonna
patches.
get buttons. Whenever you place a polyomino with buttons, you're gonna get buttons, and those are gonna be some points at the end, and they're gonna be currency to buy
more patches.
More patches and polyomino shapes.
Yeah.
It's a really good strategy game because it has this unique timer.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Sneeze it.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so your button's gonna go around this board here in the wow.
In a circle.
In a circle.
You're talking too much about this game.
No, I'm just.
You're using polyominoes to build the most beautiful quilts to get the most points.
Yes.
Yes.
But the timer that it has on it
is a spiral.
Is a spiral board.
Yes.
And it's based off of what polyomino you choose. Mm-hmm. Each polyomino has a timer and a cost on it.
Yes. So if you buy the bigger pieces and your time runs out, you're not going to complete your quilt as good as anybody else.
But I do need a reboot. This whatever this is in my head cold is hitting hard.
Yeah, you need a redroot.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we on next? Azul. So our local game store has all of the Azul variations.
All of them.
Although we do not. I have played a few of the different ones. My favorite is obviously the one we have because I love that theme. But all of the Azuls,
this one,
you create beautiful walls, windows, or gardens to achieve the highest score.
Yeah. So all of the pieces, they're chunky little squares.
Not in all games.
Not in all of them, but in the original Azul, they're chunky little squares, and you've got 4 on 5 factory floors, depending on player count as well.
That's why we're not going to go into that stuff because it's different for player count.
So you're going to pick a color on a factory floor, and you're going to put it on your board. And once all of the tiles have been picked from the middle, you're going to end the round.
I'm doing something for Meeple Merchants currently.
Okay. You're going to end the round, and you're going to put one of those tiles onto your board, and you're going to try to complete rows, columns, diagonals, and you're going to get points for tiles that are adjacent to the ones that you've placed. It's super simple. It's hard for me to play it because I just want to do so many things with it. I want to get all the tiles at one time.
Oh, they figured it out. Never mind.
Huh?
I said, never mind, they figured it out. I gave them the link to the video that we're currently doing, and I said that I put it in their Discord, but they were trying to put it on their Facebook so everybody can watch it and figure out what to buy. Alright, so Timberwolves says tile drafting. Yep, that's a thing. Oh, were you stuck and I left you?
No. Just waiting.
I'm good, I can multitask.
So, yeah, Azul, a whole bunch of different ones, and they all play differently, but in the same tile drafting fashion.
Yeah. Again, this is probably my favorite. Even though I haven't played Queen's Garden yet, this is still going to be my favorite.
Yeah.
I just know, because it is.
Game Store has them all, though.
All of them, yes.
Yes.
Next is Barren Park.
Barren Park is a game that I've only played digital.
Yep.
But, I mean...
I like bears and I like parks. Bear in park.
I don't think there's bears in this park.
There are bears. They're polar bears.
Okay, so what do we do? What is Barren Park?
So you draft tiles, and you put them into your park, and you gain points. So if you cover certain symbols, you get different tiles. Some of them give you extra boards to go into your park to make it bigger, but it's a tile placement, and whoever completes their park first is the winner. Or actually, not necessarily winner. You're probably going to win, but when you fill up an entire board, you get a little token with a amount. So I guess if you had the higher amounts, but you didn't finish your park, you could technically win still.
Yeah, but it's
polyominoes again.
Polyominoes again, yep.
And you complete your park and gets all the cute animals. I like the polar bears. Those are my favorite.
So if you like park building, Barren Park is a fun one. I like it.
I like it digitally, like you said. We have not played it on the table, but that would probably be one that I would want.
Yeah, it is a really good game.
Yeah.
And
I like chunky polyominoes.
Yeah, and if you like that puzzly type games, then it's perfect.
Next on the list is games from the Unlocked series.
Yep.
We're just going to say the series in general because our local game store does have a lot of them.
So Unlock is, I guess, an escape room with cards.
Yep.
It's
puzzle
it's a story
solving co-op game.
Yeah. So you go through a story using these cards, and you're figuring out puzzles. You're trying to get through the next card. Until the very end, and I believe it goes off of a timer to see how well you do. Most of these games can only be played one time
because you're gonna know the story.
Yes. Also, some of these games also destroy cards and stuff. I don't know.
In the Unlock series, I believe so. In the Exit series, you don't destroy, but in Unlocked, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of these games.
There's a million different themes. There's even like children's themes. There's like Wizard of Oz and things like that. And Unlock also has a Star Wars one, which our game store has.
Yep, Star Wars Unlock.
They have a bunch of them, but that was one I wanted to specifically mention. And they do have that family one with the Wizard of Oz. I'm not sure what else is in there, but I know Wizard of Oz is in that one.
Yeah. Let's say if you like puzzles and solving stuff, it is perfect for you.
Yeah.
You play it one time. And if it's not totally destroyed, you pass it on. That's the only thing that stops me from wanting to play a lot of these games is I have problems with destroying cards.
Yeah. You know the pandemic game we started playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But if you don't mind it,
it's great.
then it's great. You know, it's one of those things where you either solve it and get through it.
You're gonna solve it regardless.
Yeah,
You just may not beat the timer.
Yeah, I believe they give you help.
Yeah, there's hints and things like that.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the initiative.
Yep. Now this is one I really want to play.
Yeah.
This is a one-time play sort of game. So once you know the story, you can play again with a different group, but you're going to know what happens. We have not played it. We do want to play it. It's at our local game store. They ran a game of it because it's different chapters. One of the local gamers did a playthrough with a group. It's a unique comic book campaign. So I like comic book themed games.
It's got lots of puzzles in it. So if you like ciphers,
yes,
and other stuff, it's very puzzly.
So if you play this game, make sure you have a lot of smart people.
Yeah, have at least one person that can spot something that no one else is going to spot.
And again, we haven't played this, so we can't give too much information away, and we couldn't look up too much information because there are a lot of spoilers. Yeah,
spoiler heavy game. But fun with the right group if you can get a group to sit down and play through it. So that was the initiative, and that is the last of our puzzle games.
Yes.
That you can find at Meeple Merchants, which they've got way more than that.
Yeah. Again, we were just trying to do 5 of each of these categories.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Okay, I think the next is
our game and accessories.
No, we'll do all that stuff last.
No, okay. Classics.
Yes, we're gonna go straight to the classics.
Okay.
Classic games. Everyone's played at least one of these, I think.
Yeah.
There's so many variations of these games, so many expansions.
Yeah. They're great starter games.
Yeah, that's another good thing about these is you can buy this and play it with someone who's never played a game before, and they'll probably end up enjoying it.
One thing I like about this list also is, especially for 2 of these games, they have children's versions now.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
A lot of the classic games are getting kids
like
versions.
My First Such and Such.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, so first on the list is Ticket to Ride, which we have one of the... Actually, we have two.
We have two.
Of Ticket to Ride games. The original obviously has trains. This one is our Ticket to Ride New York. It's got taxis. It's got taxis in it.
And we bought this in New York.
Alright. And it's got the map of Manhattan, which is a pretty small map, so this is good for
quick game.
A quick game.
Yeah.
The bigger Ticket to Ride games, the original game, is going to be a much larger map.
Yeah.
And they have so many maps.
Yeah. If you pick a location, they probably have a map. The great thing about Ticket to Ride, like I said, we bought this one in New York when we were in New York visiting family. They have San Francisco. They have
Nordic,
I'm trying to think of the
Nordic countries. I think Nordic countries is a smaller one.
I thought that one was pretty big too.
I think so. They have a
vast majority.
They have
of
a
different
huge
places.
amount.
Now we also have Ticket to Ride Europe, which we have not played yet. That was gifted to us last year.
Ticket to Ride Amsterdam, I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah. Is it? There's so many of them, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah. But it's a great starter game for people. You use the cards that you've collected to place your taxis, in this case, or trains onto the board to complete routes for points.
Yeah, easy to play. And it's super colorful on the table too, and you get these little tokens for either trains or taxis or whatever you're playing with.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is something we haven't played in a long while.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we played it, but it's still a great game.
Yeah, so check it out.
I'm not sure which ones our local game store has. I'm pretty sure they have the original. And I want to say they have Europe as well.
Yeah, I think they have the...
Where are you looking? Europe's not over there.
The big one that we have
Europe is over there.
Yeah, we have the Europe one as well, but it's a really big one.
Yes. All right, next on the list. Oh, speaking of which, with Ticket to Ride, they do have My First Ticket to Ride.
Yeah.
And they have a Halloween kids Ticket to Ride one too.
Yeah, that's the ghost one.
Yeah, it's like called Ghost Train or something.
Yeah.
I really want that one. Even though we do not have little kids, I really want that one. But again, that was one of those games on this list that you can buy for little kids to teach them how to play these sorts of games when they're older.
It's cool that they get those fun little themes going with the classic gameplay.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So the next one is Carcassonne. Again, this is one that they have My First Carcassonne, so you can buy it for little kids.
I believe they also have the big blue box of this one.
Yes. With all the expansions and all the good stuff.
So Carcassonne.
So we have not played this on the table, but we have played this many times.
Yeah.
It's tile placement, city building, connecting roads from your cities, getting the longest roads, placing workers in fields to get points for farms.
Yep.
And with all the expansions, it just adds more and more and more. There's a dragon expansion and a princess and a tower expansion.
That's fun.
I like the dragon because you go around and eat people.
The dragon will stomp around the field and destroy stuff.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah, so
there is a winter version of Carcassonne as well.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the towel placing, meeple placing as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if meeple placing is a
worker
thing.
Placement?
No, not worker placement.
It is worker placement.
No, there's no actions you're taking when you place your meeples.
You place your meeple and you complete the city and then you get it back.
Yeah, but you're not taking an action. You're gaining points for having your meeple.
I feel like it's
in that city or road.
Worker placement.
No, not
sticking to it. Next on our list is Pandemic. Again, there's a million different themes of this. There are legacies. There are regular pandemics. There are Cthulhu pandemics.
Yeah.
Our game store has many of them.
So many of them, and I know it's one of those themes that
a little touchy nowadays.
It's a little touchy now, but
we played Pandemic before we had one.
Yeah, but it's a good game, with a good group of people if you can get one.
Yeah.
Where you can play.
I see no problem with playing Pandemic.
You can play a fully co-op game.
Mm-hmm. You work together to rid the world.
Working together with unique player powers, and you're trying to stop the spread of 4 viruses around the world. And the game is on a pandemic timer, and some of the games use that pandemic timer. For their own games.
Yeah, there's a stack of cards, so once that stack is gone, but...
Yeah.
Wise one corrected me. I'm sorry, Missy, but BGG says mechanics, area, majority, influence, map addition, tile placement. Blah!
Ah, see?
Blah! You place. That's meeple placement.
Yeah, so, Pandemic also has a story mode legacy game, which Meeple Merchants does have.
We are currently trying to play through one.
Yeah, so the legacy version of Pandemic is a one-time playthrough.
Because you are going to tear cards up.
Yes, you're going to destroy parts of the game, and you're going to place stickers on the game itself. So if you don't want to deal with that,
play regular Pandemic.
Regular Pandemic is fine enough.
Yes.
Next on the list is Catan.
No? Yeah, it's fine. You definitely read through my list and switched a few.
No, I didn't. I have your list on my paper here.
I'm looking at my list here. I must have messed up your list. It's fine.
You must have.
Look at mine.
It's all fine.
So, I guess next is Catan, which is a classic game we've never played before. But it's supposed to be great. And then there's apparently sheep and wood.
There's a rolling right.
And there's a lot of jokes about that.
Yeah.
I'll trade my sheep for your wood.
Yeah. So this one's a city building type deal. You're gonna build roads and
the way to build these things is you spend your resources.
Yeah.
That's about all I can give you about that game. I know there's a bunch of expansions, and there's even a space themed one, right?
There's a space themed Catan. There's a
Is there my first Catan? You might need to start with that.
Maybe one. I think there's a ship themed Catan somewhere.
There's it's like Starfarers.
There's I want to say there's a
There's so many.
There is.
I don't know. But one thing about Catan is, if you're in the Meeple Merchants Discord, they are talking about a Catan tournament sort of thing coming this coming year. So that's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, maybe we should totally try it. Oh yeah, I think there's a Game of Thrones Catan as well.
Yeah?
I think so.
No, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and it'd be wrong.
Well,
like
I mean,
Meeple placement.
Look that up. but yeah, so
it's one of those games that everybody, when they get into board games, apparently they play. And you can even see Catan in shows like Big Bang Theory. I believe it was in that show. It's amazing that you see board games in regular TV shows nowadays.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Because you never really saw that before. Or if we did, we didn't know because we weren't board gamers then.
Yeah. Catan. Definitely a classic board game. Tabletop board game. Next up is Small World, which also has a
million expansions.
Yeah, so many expansions. In Small World, you're choosing a race or a race, yeah.
Yep.
And each race has a specific power, and it's going to be random based on the setup.
Yep. And you have a different game every time you play.
Yeah, and you're conquering the territories on the map, and you're fighting the other players for territory.
Very area control and beat up the other players.
Yeah, lots of area control in this one.
I did not think I would like Small World. It was one of the very first board games we ever got, and when I looked at it, I was like, I'm never going to play this. It's too complicated. And then we started playing more complicated things, and we went back, and it's such a great game. I've definitely played it more on the app than on the table, but it's a great classic game.
Yeah.
I like Small World too, Cosima.
And like you said, there's a different game every time you play because the powers and races are gonna come up differently.
Sometimes you have flying trolls,
or swimming giants, or undead gnomes.
Are there like hill people or something too, where you can make the little hill or the little path through the hill and you can pop out in another place? I don't remember what that was.
They're miners. Miners.
Was it miners?
Yeah, there's also rats. Yeah. They also have a World of Warcraft themed Small World, which I believe Meeple Merchants also has.
Yes, they do.
Because I've seen it there and I want it.
Yes.
Which I don't know. We might just pick that one up.
That might be a picky uppy one.
That might be a picky uppy one. So if you guys get to it before we do, shame, but awesome. World of Whocraft?
No, not the World of Who.
World of Warcraft.
So that's it for our board games.
Yes.
But we do have other things. Cool whip. Yes. We have other things on our list that we wanted to mention.
Yeah. In addition to board games, Meeple Merchants also sells homemade jewelry,
Yes.
and accessories and a bunch of stuffs.
Right.
So we'll go through down the list.
All right, so I'm going to do the homemade items first. So they do make... wow, I just want to play. Stop feeding me on. So for the homemade items, their mother or mother-in-law, depending on which one of the owners you're talking to, makes jewelry. So she makes dice holder necklaces, which are like the little caged chainmail necklaces with a little die in it.
Those are really cool.
They're really cool. She has some where you can't take the die out of the cage, but she has some that they're like stuck in there too. So they're really pretty. They have steampunk bracelets, which
steampunk,
yeah, and then they have like the hats and accessories too. They even have like the little necklaces with like the little gears and cool stuff on it. They have, this is one of my favorite, they have chain mail Pokeball necklaces. So if you have Pokemon fans, it's the little Pokeball in chainmail, and they have like different themes of the Pokeballs as well.
I like the chainmail stuff.
It's really cool. They also have homemade fidget spinners, where some of them are chainmail, but some of them are just like the little rubber rings with the little chainmail in the middle, and you just, fidget toys. They're great for kids. They're great for adults with anxiety and fidgetiness. They have one that's rainbowy that I really like. They have dragon scale earrings and necklaces. They have a lot of different types of earrings, but the dragon scales are probably one of my favorites.
It's very talented work as well.
I mean, it takes a lot of time to work with these things, especially chainmail.
And when you walk in, it's just to your right as you walk in, and you just can't help but just stand there and look at all these cool necklaces and these things made out of gears and chainmail, and it's just like, I need all of that now.
Yeah.
But I if I had gotten all of it, I'd be like just wearing it constantly. I'll be protected forever.
Yeah. And one of their newer items is they have geek-themed tumblers. So everybody carries around tumblers nowadays. It's just the new in thing. But they have geek-themed ones made by local artists here in Easley. So I thought that was pretty cool. They have D&D themed ones. They have Magic the Gathering ones. They have specific Meeple merchant ones that are really cool. Another thing that we don't have on here is they also do their own dice trays as well with Meeple merchant stuffs.
Yep, they do have dice trays with their logo.
Yeah. They have regular ones and they have glow in the dark ones, but those sell out so fast we have not been able to buy one.
Yeah, and we did buy a dice tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rainbowy dice tower.
We'll get to that in game and accessories though.
Yeah. I think that's what we're doing now, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready to get into game and accessories. So like Drew said, they do have dice trays and dice towers. Yeah. They have, your everyday ones that you can buy anywhere. The one we specifically have is a rainbow tower. And they also have the rainbow tray that comes with it. But we specifically wanted the tower. They have tons of different type of dice. If you just need D6s, they have those. If you need a D&D set, they have all of those.
Yep.
They have like the super awesome ones in the case that are made of like metal and gems and like all the really
ones
cool
you
stuff.
Don't want to use.
The ones I want to use, and they have like the big chunky 100 ones, right?
The 100 sided die. Yeah.
I mean, they are huge. And they're like, oh, here, pick it up and throw it. And I'm like, what if I break something?
Yeah, the one if you drop it on your foot, you gotta go a trip to the hospital.
Yeah.
They also have the Lego dice tray thing box set.
Oh yeah.
It's a dice tower.
Yeah, that's
Legos.
That's really cool. So it even comes with a D&D campaign. So that's really awesome. All right, good night, Mom. I hope you get to sleep.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna go sneeze now. All right.
No sneeze.
So we talked about dice and dice trays. So one of my favorite things that they have, it's not necessarily game and accessory, but that's what I put on in my list. It's a magic wand. They have homemade magic wands with D20s on the top. I mean, who doesn't need a magic wand to play as a gaming accessory? I mean, if you play Harry Potter, which is on our list, you need a gaming wand. Drew had no idea what they were when we saw them, which was hilarious. And I was like, it's a magic wand. How do you not know? But I don't know where he went. Anyways, they have magic wands. They also have these really cool big plushy D20s. And I was like, oh, cool. It's just like a stuffed animal D20. But it's actually a dice holder. So you unzip it, you store your dice inside. They do also have other dice holders, just the regular plastic ones, or, dice boxes, whatever kinds of things you want. But I wanted to specifically say the D20 plush because those are really cool and squishy. Now, they also have miniature paint and tools. There are some Warhammer things in the store.
Yeah, they have figures and sets and...
yes. There's not a huge variety, but they do have them there.
Yeah. They've got a lot of wargaming stuff as far as Star Wars.
Yes.
And Warhammer. They have a section for the Warhammer stuff, but they do have a lot of paint and accessories, like you said.
Yeah, like the tools and things that you need.
Yeah.
And then, every gamer needs card boxes and sleeves. So we wanted to do gaming accessories and homemade items because sometimes, you have a friend or family member that's a gamer and you're like, I have no idea what to get them. And you go into the store and they're like, well, you can always get them dice or game trays or dice holders or card boxes and sleeves. Every gamer needs that sort of stuff.
You gonna get them one of those fancy dice sets?
Yeah.
Man. They are really awesome. You'd have to see them to understand how awesome they look. And
the company that they get them from is called Misty Mountain Gaming. So I'm particular to this company, but they are one of the only places. I think there's 4 or 5 stores in the United States that are able to sell Misty Mountain dice, and they are one of them. So that's really cool.
Yeah. They make real good quality dice as well. Mm-hmm. So
I really like them.
It's a great gift for anyone that plays D&D or
just likes to collect.
Collecting. I have a dice set that I specifically use for display.
Yeah.
Only. And that's what I would do. I would never play with those dice sets that they have at the store.
I don't know. I would.
Did we talk about the magic wands already?
Yeah. You left, and I was like, you didn't know what a magic wand was. I said we put it in gaming accessories because, who doesn't want a magic wand when you're playing Harry Potter or something magical or super cool? It
was cool when I found out it was a magical wand.
Mm-hmm. And they're hand carved, so that's really cool. And then the little D20s on top, and there are a million different colors and all that cool stuff.
Yeah,
if my hair was really long and pretty, I could use it as one of the little sticks from my hair.
They've got that metal handle as well.
We get to a shiv?
What? Okay, we've gone way off the rails on that one.
No! Like candy cane shivs.
Wow.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, so they have a whole bunch of stuff in the stores.
Yeah.
It's just
We could not name everything in the store for sure.
Yeah.
But we tried to put up as much as we could.
I think that is about it for our Meeple Merchants Grande game list.
Yeah. Somebody had to leave a whole bunch, and I had to do this all by myself.
No, I did. I already said I wasn't feeling well.
I did okay when I was solo.
It's fine.
That's why I had a list so I could read off of it, so I didn't start spouting nonsense.
But yeah, so if you're in the area, or if you're watching this, head on down to Meeple Merchants over on Calhoun Memorial Highway underneath Two Brothers Pizza, which, like we mentioned earlier...
And they did a post on Facebook that says, watching our friends Laura and Meeple Grande that you can watch on Twitch. And they're watching us in the store currently.
That's cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. As I said, you can head on over there, play a game, order a pizza, and they'll bring it right down to you.
They said, need gift ideas? Check out our awesome French stream, a great gift guide.
Yeah. You can also check out their items
Facebook.
On Facebook and www.meeplemerchants.com. Mm-hmm. Head on over there and check out their inventory as well.
So they will have holiday hours. Today is Wednesday, correct? So they will only be open until 8. Thursday, they're open from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, they are open from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. For Saturday, which is Christmas Eve, they are even open then from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. And they will be closed Christmas Day and Monday. So you still have plenty of time to go in and grab what you need to grab.
Yeah, go get you a necklace.
Go get you a magic wand.
Just for those games where
you need a shiv.
You really, really want to win. You just take
out your partner in that 2-player game.
Pull out that magic wand.
You really want to win 7 Wonders Duel.
Just end it all.
It's my military staff.
Wow, it got dark.
Yeah, like a dark edition of King of Tokyo.
Nice plug there.
Yeah, look at that.
That was good.
I know. It was like I came up with that.
Just out of nowhere. Yeah, so that's it. Got some gifts to get. Head on over.
Yeah.
They got the stuff.
They got the goods.
And if you want to know about the game, they have a huge knowledge of any of the games that you're currently thinking about getting or wanting to know about. And they'll even play a game with you if they can.
Yep.
And teach you. Or if you ever see us in the store and want to learn a game,
I can miss to teach you.
Yeah, which is not necessarily a good thing, but you'll get the gist of the rules. You'll just
and then I'll tell you how you lost at the end.
You'll get the important rules later on.
Yeah, but they really are great people. Recently we were in there and we bought Night of the Living Dead, Zombicide, and Patrick was like, yes. "Oh, I really want this game. It's really awesome. It's been staring at me on the shelf." And so we bought it. We unboxed it there in the store, and we played this first scenario with Patrick because they are very friendly and they like the games too. They're just not a store that has to sell things because they have to. They do it because it's their passion. They've
got the knowledge to play these games. They play games. They have game shelves at home, just like these. Well, not just like these, but you get what I mean. Yeah. They're gamers. Yeah, like we are.
And they also do adult-oriented game nights once a month on Friday nights where they stay open extra late, where you can go and hang out with adults with no children around. And that's very nice.
It's super fun. Yeah. Just not being around kids playing a board game.
One really cool thing that I did want to mention is they do murder mystery parties. Yeah. And that's really fun. We had never done one before, and we were teamed up with a bunch of people we didn't know, but it was a really fun experience. So if you ever want to do something like that, they do mystery theater dinner things.
Also, if you want to rent a room for your D&D campaign, they do that too. They've got a special room that looks really awesome on the inside, with a huge table that you can rent out for your D&D campaign.
There's also a TV in that room, so if you need that sort of thing for your campaigns.
Yeah, I believe they have everything you really need to sit down and play a game of D&D.
You can also host parties. We've even seen a bachelor party there where people were just sitting around playing board games and having food. And like we mentioned before, the pizza joint that's above, they will deliver the food right down to you. So it's great. Taking a mock closet. No!
D&D campaign doesn't deserve a room.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's sad.
But yeah, you can rent their game room out, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be for D&D. It could be for any sort of campaign.
Yeah, if you want a private area to just play games with your group,
that's what they did when they did the initiative. They rented that room out and did that. Yeah. So that was cool.
But if you need any more info about that, you can talk to them directly at the store.
Yeah.
They know more about it than we do.
Yep, because we haven't had to rent a room yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
But I think that's pretty much it for our list and the stream.
Yeah. Somebody's losing their voice again.
Yep, I'm losing my voice. But we do want to thank Meeple Merchants for everything they do for us. It's been just a pleasure just hanging out over there, and
we're very thankful that you're 5 minutes away and we don't have to drive all the way to Grande.
Right,
I mean, we love the people in Greenville. We will shout out them as well, but they do a lot of board games things in the community. But we're lucky that we can go a few minutes down the road and meet new people to play board games with. So that's very great.
Yeah, and I have a ton of fun every time I'm over there.
Yeah. And sometimes we don't go just to buy games. Like, we just go and talk and hang out and meet new people.
Get away from life.
Yeah.
Get into a board game.
So fun.
But we do have to blame them for a lot of our purchases.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I even posted that in my Instagram post and tagged them in it. I was like, this is Patrick's fault. Which we need to get together to play the second scenario soon.
It is all their fault.
Even though it's your fault.
Are we just throwing blame around? Let's go raid.
Yes.
Let's go raid. Let's stop blaming.
No.
Let's go raiding.
I can't wait until I get a magic shiv.
Really?
Yes. That's what I'm going to use it for.
Okay, guys, you're going to have to change your wands into shivs now.
Magic shivs.
That's it.
I'm going to get a special one.
Just get one just for her. Just sharpen the end of it.
All right, so I think we're going to end the stream, and we're going to go and we're going to go watch A&M Game School that I just clicked on instead of seeing what they were doing.
Let's go raiding. And again, thank you guys for hanging out and watching. Thank you for the raid by Dutch Yoda.
Thank you for the games.
Thank you for the games. Thank you for opening up shop 5 minutes away from us.
Yeah.
Meeple Merchants on Calhoun Memorial Highway. Head on over there. Check it out.
It's nice and toasty inside, and they have pizza.
Yeah, have a slice of pizza, play a game. Yeah.
Hope everybody has a great holiday, because this will be the last stream on Meeple Grande. Do they deliver? They do deliver.
They do.
I hope everybody has a great holiday, no matter what you celebrate, and I hope it's safe and
play games.
Joyous. Play all the games and open all the presents. And I hope you get a magic wand.
No, magic wand shiv.
I need a magic. Oh, I hope Santa brings me a magic shiv.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
All right, we will see you guys in the new year.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye.